This afternoon, Representative Joe Palmer from Meridian introduced a piece of draft legislation, and I want to make sure I get this right. So the piece of draft legislation was in the Business Committee. It would prohibit local governments from regulating rental fees or deposits. So the city of Boise is a good example of how this would play out. A city ordinance of 2019 said for help people that need affordable housing who are living on low income trying to find housing, the application fee could be no more than $30. So this piece of legislation would overrule that and make it so renters could charge whatever they want for an application fee. So here's a little bit of what that dialogue and back and forth at that committee floor looked like today over this piece of legislation.
In the current legislation that we have, in current statute, it doesn't have anything about fees and deposits. I believe that was probably missed 30 years ago when they put this piece of legislation in. And so all this is basically, to me, is a cleanup bill we're going through and adding that into it.
So today, that committee voted to introduce the bill without much debate. So we reached out to Representative Palmer on why this piece of legislation is being put forward, what benefit he thinks this gives to the people of Idaho. Granted, short turnaround, but we've yet to hear back from him. So Brian, now I'm kind of asking you a question because you've been here longer than I have. It sounds like there was a similar bill a year ago, last legislative session, that was really similar in how fees can be regulated. Is that right?
Yeah, House Bill 45, similar to what they put out this year. So the difference, well, as he said, is a cleanup bill, but basically it is taking that control out of city hands. Boise City in 2019, as you mentioned, passed a rule that said, well, landlords can't charge more than $30 because that's what was happening. They were taking these fees, and sometimes they didn't even have anything available to rent out, but they were just taking the fees anyway, and some of them upwards of $50, even $100. So what this bill, which died in committee last year, is looking to do is kind of go back over it. But again, we'd love to talk to Representative Palmer to find out what's different, why this one should be passed forward where last year's wasn't. We'll wait to see and hear from him, hopefully. Thank you very much, Andrew, and getting that story out as well, because it's going to be something to pay attention to, especially given the housing market right now where so many people are in need of finding affordable housing. Sometimes they're just charged out of it because they can't even afford the application fees. Thank you very much.